All right, second to last, the penultimate, if you will, Keep Track Week comparison across 3 cities. This was Rake. Rake was an interesting one. Someone suggested it, I think last year at the end of Keep Track Week, and I'm glad that person did, because this is a very interesting one. $7 max was coming out of every pot. That's Harris behind me, if you're wondering. And I'm gonna put the numbers on the screen. I don't remember what they were. So the numbers are gonna go on the screen. I'm gonna give you my prediction after the fact, and then at the end of the video, I'm gonna look at the picture on my phone and see if my prediction was correct. So, Rake, where would I expect the most Rake? California, Vegas, and Council Bluffs. It can't be Vegas, because Vegas has a lot of pots not get to max Rake. Vegas has a lot of hands where it just ends pre. There's a raise pre and everyone folds. Those hands get no Rake at all. And there's also a lot of hands in Vegas where, you know, it's like 12 pre, one person calls, so like $1 or $2 goes to the jackpot drop, the promo drop, and only $2 gets Rake so far, and then the hand ends with a C bet on the flop. So there's a lot of hands in Vegas that don't get max Rake. California, a ton of hands get max Rake. And Council Bluffs, I would say Vegas needs to be last. Between California and Council Bluffs, I would say California has a small edge, not a huge edge, not like noticeably in first place by a lot on this list, but somewhat. I just think there are like way more hands that very quickly get to max Rake. Council Bluffs has some that get to like partial Rake and then the hand ends. So let's look at the stats. All right, I counted for 50 hands. Vegas, $265. Wow, Vegas had the most Rake. Do you guys remember that? Vegas is leading, or led, it happened in the past, $265. Second place was California, $257, and third place was Council Bluffs, $247. Well, you guys remember because it's been on the screen the whole video. Vegas was the most in 50 hands? How is that? I gotta look at these numbers again. Off day in Council Bluffs, that's weird. How did Vegas beat 50 hands, right? Yeah, it wasn't time. In those videos, I did mention how much time it was, but I counted for 50 hands. The count was per hand. I mean, it's not by a lot. It's by like $8 over the course of 50 hands, so it's not any huge amount. I mean, it's a matter of change. So, I mean, they're all really about equal. But I mean, if you wanted to like really drill down deep, and you know, pick a winner and a second place and a third place, Vegas won the most Rake. I remember us being on reduced Rake. I remember that day. The Wednesday free roll had just started. I was playing on table 1. I was in seat 7. Seat 5 was the most active guy at the table until he left halfway through the count. How did we get to $265? That is really weird, and I have no explanation for it. I'm like trying to think. I guess there were reasons Council Bluffs and California were a little less, because they're just not like, why was Vegas so much? Why were the other two places so off? California was a pretty active table. That is really weird. I don't know. I mean, in essence, it's pretty much a three-way tie. Even the difference between Vegas and Council Bluffs is only $18 over 50 hands. I mean, it's a matter of cents change per hand, but that is weird that Vegas is even like in the running for like first place. Like, I mean, it's not in the running at 1, but I can't get over that. $265. And we were on reduced Rake for part of it, and I remember a handful of hands like ending pretty early in the hand, not going all 4 streets. So that's weird. Small sample. I would not expect that to be the same over many trials, but that's what it was for this one. So there you have it. I'm still in astonishment, and I will, there's one more day left in this, and that'll be tomorrow, and then we're on to other videos. But I hope you've been enjoying it, especially this one that I still can't get over. And tomorrow is all-ins. I remember what the topic is tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be all-ins. How did Vegas win? $265 in rake we paid? Well, I mean, I didn't pay so much of it, but still.